Hey there, this is Divya. Indeed, I'm very much excited to share what young minds who conducted research on COVID-19 has to say. In this project, students decided to research on introduction on COVID-19, how small and large business respond to the general market conditions with special focus on COVID-19, and additional informations. The participants of this project is Kevin, Ayana, Rowena, Fatima Zaina, Maisha, Shamaye, Bazan, Muzaffar, Safia and Tamanna. Now, let's watch what young business minds have to say.
Hey, today we are going to be talking about COVID-19, the worldwide pandemic outbreak that has been affecting small businesses, big businesses, and as well as the country's economy. We're going to be talking about how it affected the businesses, what businesses are mostly affected, and what country is mostly affected. So yeah, let's get straight into this video.
Experts say that the economic impact from the ongoing COVID-19 outbreak is surpassing that of the SARS epidemic that we saw in 2003. The rapid spread of this virus has hit many major industries as well, from tourism to auto manufacturing. Gareth?
Okay, so first of all, what's COVID-19? COVID-19 is coronavirus, and it's named COVID-19 because it's a disease and a virus that's found in 2019. So what does COVID-19 and what are the symptoms? So the symptoms are you feel very hard to breathe, and you have an illness and tiredness out of nowhere. So this virus is passed on by humans, and it can't be passed on like other viruses through air. So this virus is only passed when human interaction is made between two people or many people. If one person has the disease, the other one can get it really easily. So that's the reason all the countries are going through lockdown, and lockdown is causing a big difference in the economy. People are not getting to work. People are losing their jobs. Over 1 million people in USA has lost their jobs due to this virus. So when a country goes through lockdown, it's a big decision made by the government, because it's not just for their safety, but the economy will drown. Like for real, the economy is gonna drown because of the lockdown, and many sectors aren't gonna be working throughout the lockdown because they can't get their work done. Like there's some sectors that you can do at home and still get your work done, but most of them it's not possible to do it at home. So these businesses will drown really hard. Okay, so let's talk about USA. USA is the country that's affected the most by this COVID-19 virus. It has more than 400,000 at the moment which is infected by this virus, and the economy is drowning. So let's talk about the US economy. Okay, so this right here is the GDP of USA last year, 2019. It was 21,427,100. So this was last year. So let's talk about this year. This year, the GDP of US is predicted to drop 38% of its quarters. That's massive. For a country like US, for that to drop, that is massive. Oh, okay, so you guys are here. Alright, so now we're gonna be talking about Apple. How did Apple cope up with the COVID-19 virus and their business? Let's do this. So Apple stores was one of the stores that was largely affected by this virus, because all of their manufacturing was done in USA and China.
I like China.
And these two are the most affected countries from coronavirus. So they decided to close their greater stores in Greater China. So they cared about the people's health more than the business they had. So their economy had to go down. But they're still in touch they're still going through with the work. They're not fully affected, but they had to close down every single store worldwide that they had due to the virus. Prohibitions for small businesses and how it's affected from the COVID-19 virus. The first thing is cash grants. And then we have payments of small interest loans, and then also payments to offset. And then there is payrolls for the people who have retired or laid off their work to rehire them. Okay, so now let's talk about what businesses are making the best out of this virus. Okay, so the first business company that's making the best out of this virus is Amazon. Amazon is doing crazy good while this virus is going on, because people are at home testing new products, getting things to buy, getting stuff to kill their boredom. So the first place they search for things is from Amazon.com, and they get hell of deals, and Amazon is just making a living out of this virus, and they're doing it huge, and they're earning the most out of this virus. And then we have Netflix. Netflix subscriptions has increased largely, largely. Everyone has been subscribing to Netflix and paying to watch movies. Last but not least is the food delivery services such as Uber Eats, Zomato, and Talabat. They've been doing a great job at this because people can't go out to get food, and the safest way is to deliver them to your home and have some good food. So these companies have been doing the best at it and earning a fortune out of it. Just because of this virus, they have been getting a ton of orders from people that were never even ordering from these services. So they're making great, and they're doing a great job at this. Okay, so that was about the coronavirus and how COVID-19 is affecting the world economy, the worldwide economy, and different types of businesses, small businesses and large businesses, and how people can survive it, and what businesses are making to the top due to the coronavirus and the benefits of it. So everyone, stay safe, wash your hands, and that's the best thing how we can survive it. Everyone should stay home, don't go out, try to stay home the most as you can, and try to stop human interactions, because that's the way it's passed through. So yeah, that's it for the video.
Good morning everyone. Today we're going to be discussing about the impact of coronavirus on businesses. So the corona outbreak has impacted businesses worldwide, and the corona outbreak ensured that this year of the rat didn't get off to the most propitious start. Over 2,000 people dead, more than 80,000 infected, and 42 countries affected. Most affected countries by corona are United States, Spain, and Italy. That's it. Thank you. Keep watching.
Hello, my name is Ayana, and today I'll be discussing how COVID-19 has affected businesses worldwide. COVID-19, also known as the coronavirus, has had a drastic impact on the world thus far. While the full ramifications of the pandemic are yet to be seen, there are many consequences already being felt in a number of different industries. From restaurants to rideshare companies, many businesses in the world are suffering right now. While some companies are open to remote operation of their employees, others cannot. Small businesses would also be negatively affected as consumers go out less and turn to shop alternatives. Businesses are rapidly adjusting to the changing needs of their people, their customer, and supplies while navigating the financial and operational challenges. While small businesses, airlines, hotels, restaurants, and bars are laying workers off by the thousands, grocery stores, some major retail chains, and delivery companies are paying bonuses and scrambling to hire more staff. As organizations emerge from this crisis, many are likely to face changing behavior and attitudes. Not only that, but behaviors are also being presented with many new challenges as international borders close, bricks and mortar businesses shut their doors, and people are told to isolate at home. However, the virus has heavily favored companies that sell sanitary products such as masks, gloves, and toilet papers, as people are buying it in bulks, so much to the point where businesses are struggling to restock. Some governments are providing loans to smaller businesses in order to help them. This virus has also had a profound and serious impact on the global economy. Customers' interests increased in the acquisition of products that maintain well-being on health as a precaution to the virus. From bulk buying to online shopping, people are changing what they're buying, when, and how. As more cities are going under lockdowns, non-essential businesses are being ordered to close and customers are generally avoiding public places. Because small businesses have greater credit constraints and are more sensitive to weak consumer demand, they are often hit the hardest in economic downturns. The COVID-19 recession is uniquely damaging to them, especially those relying on foot traffic and social interaction due to the fact that everyone has to social distance and self-isolate. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ravina, and I'm going to be talking about coronavirus and how it has affected the whole world. I'm going to start by giving out the statistics of the number of cases in the world, which is right now 1 million, above 1 million, and the deaths are above 60,000, and only 200,000 have recovered. The number of cases of COVID-19 in Dubai is at a whopping 1,505, but till now there has only been 10 deaths, and we are hoping that it stays this way as a very low death rate, because coronavirus has affected many families, and not only families, it has also affected businesses. To be more specific, small and large businesses. 96 of small business owners are already feeling the coronavirus impact. They feel the need to shut down their businesses. So many small businesses have shut down recently because of the COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of their stock that used to be imported from China has been stopped because of the COVID-19. So the production, the stock has been decreasing of the small businesses. So businesses have been just forced to shut down since they have no stock to sell. But other businesses have also changed their ways, in the sense from loss of businesses to remote work. Things are changing fast during COVID-19 outbreak, and businesses are being forced to adapt, in the sense they are forced to sell hand sanitizers now in every shop, and they are forced to not increase the prices of the goods or else they will be fined. This is an advantage and a disadvantage to both businesses and consumers. If they increase the price, they will get more profit. However, since the law has been passed that no prices of goods should be raised, businesses are forced to reduce the price. However, during this pandemic, consumers will be more rational and buy more of a good than they actually need. So they will buy a lot of hand sanitizers for the price, and they will not care at what cost they buy it under. Even if it is less, they will buy double the amount that they need, which will give the business more profit somehow. Small businesses, not only small businesses, even large businesses, are having to adapt, in the sense they have to sanitize the area every night. They have to sterilize the floors every morning, and they also have to a time at which they need to close and at which they need to open. So any 24-hour supermarkets, which are small businesses, should close down by a certain time. In UAE, this time is it should open at 6 o'clock and close by 8 o'clock, or else you will be fined. And large businesses have also been affected because they have to think about their future and expansion and how to make more profit. Since the coronavirus has affected worldwide. They are finding it difficult to sell more products, as I said before, because the production has stopped from China. Import and export of goods have also stopped, which means less money flowing in, and consumers are also losing their jobs. So they will need less demand. They will have less demand for the products as they would just stock up on goods and not need to go to the smaller large businesses to buy more stuff. And this is impacted the business in the sense that they have to shut down immediately because they have no choice whatsoever. They don't have goods to sell. They don't have the proper equipment to deal with this COVID-19 pandemic, or they just don't want to infect themselves. If anyone has the coronavirus, they do not want to affect themselves. And they will also need to spend as they would just stock up on goods and not need to go to the smaller large businesses to buy more stuff. And this is impacted the business in the sense that they have to shut down immediately because they have no choice whatsoever. They don't have goods to sell. They don't have the proper equipment to deal with this COVID-19 pandemic, or they just don't want to infect themselves. If anyone has the coronavirus, they do not want to affect themselves. And they will also need to spend extra on the new COVID-19 equipment that is used to sterilize the area. For example, they will need to buy gloves for the staff. They will need to buy masks for the staff. They will need to have test kits for their staff to make sure that one of their staff members do not pass on the COVID-19 to any of their customers, or do not pass the coronavirus to anyone in the workforce because they don't want to harm others. So this will have to force them to take some serious measures and actually adapt. And if they cannot adapt, they will have to shut down because they have no profit whatsoever coming in and they don't have the proper equipment.
Hello guys, welcome back. Today our topic is going to be almost about two topics. And our topic for today is businesses respond to changes and COVID-19 for large and small businesses. Done by Shamail Chernobyl. Off you tune in. So before we start our topic today, let's watch a video on how will the coronavirus change global properties.
The coronavirus is sweeping around the world. We have a simple message. It's a global emergency like we've never seen before. I've been following events from here in Brussels, and Europe really is at the absolute epicenter of this crisis right now. In many countries around the continent, the number of cases and the number of deaths is increasing by 30% every single day. Think about it. That means every 3 days, the number doubles. Italy is ground zero, and its healthcare system is buckling under the pressure. Scenes like this could come soon in Spain, France, and Germany too. And European leaders are warning it could get much, much worse.
Wenn das Virus da ist und noch keine Immunität der Bevölkerung gegenüber diesem Virus vorliegt, keine Impfmöglichkeiten existieren, auch noch keine Therapiemöglichkeiten, dass dann ein hoher Prozentsatz, Experten sagen 60 bis 70% der Bevölkerung infiziert werden, solange dieser Zustand so bleibt.
And the US isn't far behind, although the president insists he is on top of things.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your response to this crisis?
I'd rate it a 10.
But the markets don't seem to agree. The economy is heading for a huge recession. Back in China, where it all began, the worst seems to be over, at least for now. Infections are down dramatically from their peak, and President Xi Jinping has been to visit healthcare workers in the city of Wuhan, which is China's ground zero.
So, as you saw in the video, there are a lot of changes in the global particulars because of the coronavirus. Now let's get into our topic. How business respond to changes in the market. Plans quickly in order to identify and deal with a particular problems. You should always be aware of any outside department and market conditions that would affect your business, and if necessary, be ready to respond your change. Here are some things you have to be aware of in your businesses. Internet and exchange rates, computers, new technologies and innovation. Here are some impact of coronavirus stock market since the start of the outbreak. Just take a look on this picture for 5 minutes. Think and understand. Okay, now let's continue. COVID-19 for large business and small businesses. COVID-19 assessed the biggest challenges since the 1918 Spanish flu that people from around the world are facing. We are never felt so available for simple actions such as leaving our houses and shaking someone's hand as we'll do now. We have been put to a definitive test that will be devastation for years to come. The actions we take today will shape businesses and the lives of people in the future. For years, different businesses, rights, and enterprises have been avoided working from home. The flexible hour contains was a way as professional to operate. So, these days, people work at home. Schools have been shut down. Malls have been shut down. Every single thing has been shut down for this outbreak. So people, you need to follow the government rules. Go on it. Like this, we can fight this virus. Our nation's small businesses are facing and understanding economic disaster due to the coronavirus COVID-19 outbreak. On Friday, March 27, 2020, a president signed into a law the CARES Act, which contains billions, 376 billion in defense for American workers and small businesses. making their products appear different dose of evils, offers better quality products. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed my lesson today. And I have one notice for everyone here. Guys, stay home, stay safe, follow the rules, keep distance from people. Like this, we can fight this virus. We can fight this coronavirus. And COVID-19 stands for coronavirus disease 19, which is the date. Thank you guys. And please follow the rules. Thank you.
My name is Masha and I will be talking about COVID-19, how it has affected the businesses worldwide. COVID-19 or coronavirus is a new strain of coronavirus which may cause illness in animals or humans. In humans, several coronaviruses are known to cause respiratory infection ranging from the common cold to more severe disease. First identified in a cluster with pneumonia symptoms in Wuhan city, the coronavirus outbreak is the first and foremost a human tragedy affecting hundreds of thousands of people. It is also a growing impact on the global economy. The pandemic has made a huge impact on the businesses like travel and tourism, hospitality industry, where the profit has gone down because of social distancing, which we came to the topic of changing customers' need, where the customers buy products which satisfy their needs according to the income they receive, where when they develop knowledge about ability and quality of products, they tend to change their preference for a better product. And as the pandemic continues, the customers change their needs to products like alcohol based for cleaning, sanitizer, gloves, masks, and so on for the protection. Whereas the consumers' spending patterns are usually overlooked, but now we see globally the customers are most interested in survival with food and sanitary or hygiene products, where the competition is focused on the best hygiene product produced, which creates a competition between businesses and retailers. The pandemic caused the schools to improvise through online classes and large companies communicating through online, whereas the small sectors like agriculture marketing has a hard time with implementing products where it affects the survival of being, whereas the health and government are taking actions by providing schemes and companies of small sectors providing expenses for the food or the room and large sectors with half of a payment. At the end, COVID-19 has brought down the global economy to a risk at an alarming rate, but we must continue social distancing and be safe at our homes.
Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about the impacts of COVID-19 on the small and large scale economy. The coronavirus outbreak is causing global health emergency and a global economic slowdown. Trade, investment, growth and employment are affected, and the crisis will have an impact on the achievement of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. As the international organization fully dedicated to supporting the competitiveness of micro, small, medium-sized enterprises, the International Trade Center is closely following how the pandemic is affecting MSMEs with a particular focuses on those small businesses in developing countries. The outbreak of COVID-19 highlights cracks in the global trust, the pitfalls of global interdependency, and the challenge of for global governance. Epidemics are both a stand-alone business risk and amplifier of existing trends and vulnerabilities. Business that invest strategic and financial of resilience to emerging global risks will be better positioned to respond and recover. COVID-19 could affect the global economy through three channels. First one, direct impact on production. Chinese production has already been substantially affected by the shutdown in the Hubei province and other areas. Some other countries are also beginning to feel a direct impact as their authorities to put in similar measures. Slowdown in China has effect on exporters to China. China is the largest source of imports to Korea, Japan, and other Asian countries. According to the World Bank, even without new outbreaks of the disease, these areas will likely experience slow growth in the first half of 2020. Supply chain and market distribution. Many manufacturing firms rely on imported intermediate inputs from China and other countries affected by the disease. Many companies are also relying on sales to China to meet financial goals. The slowdown economy activity is transportation restrictions in affecting countries will likely have an impact on the production and profitability and of specific global companies, particularly in manufacturing and in raw materials used in manufacturing. For companies that rely on intermediate goods from affected regions and that are not able to easily switch resourcing, the size of impact may depend.
Hi guys, I'm Zaina. Like I said today, so I'm going to share with you guys about the COVID-19. Nowadays, world is talking about the COVID-19. But today I'm going to talk about how this COVID-19 is going to impact on large and small businesses. Let's see how it's going to be. The biggest business impact of the coronavirus pandemic. Coronavirus is shaking up businesses and consumer behavior on a massive scale. Both the public and private sectors are scrambling to slow the spread of the line and the contained COVID-19 infections. While the full economic consequence of this black swan event is still unclear. We know that the effects that the virus and the drastic measures being taken to contain it are already precipitating change across industries. Here are the top 3 ways business, institutional intelligence, and the e-marketing advisors think the pandemic is set to impact telecoms and technology, as well as digital media, payment and commerce, fintech, banking, and healthcare. So this is how the novel coronavirus is impact on the biggest businesses, as well as it has impact on the small businesses. How the coronavirus is impacting small businesses owners. The pain and uncertainty of the impact of the coronavirus on small business owners is tragic and like to be sustained. Entrepreneurs are being forced to take
drastic steps to continue operating, and many are fearful about their futures. A national Small Business Association members survey found that 3 in 4 small businesses owners are very concerned about the economic impact of COVID-19. Almost half have already seen reduced customer demand, and 38% aren't confident in the financial future of their businesses, up markedly from 15% in January. I contacted few small business owners features in my recent book about middle of interestingness. Never too old to get rich. I have to tell you that some of their responses are heartbreaking. This coronavirus situation has impact on the small businesses than the biggest businesses, because everyone is trying to start a business in small way only. They are not going to the biggest way directly. So this has impact on the small businesses very much. So likewise, every people in the world, I'm also going to tell, please stay at home, don't go out if you want to be safe from the coronavirus. And to end the coronavirus, whole world have to think in one way. I think this will be end everyone thing, and I'm also praying, please end this and please stay safe. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Muhammad Muzaffarullah Khan, and I'm gonna talk about how business respond to changes. So as we all know, because of coronavirus, business is getting affected. One such example is Walmart. After Walmart employees tested positive for COVID-19, Walmart executives sent out an email outlining a new emergency leave plan for all US-based workers. The retailer will waive its regular attendance policy through the end of April. In March 10 email to all US employees, the company announced that Walmart employees who contract the coronavirus will now receive up to 2 weeks of pay. After 2 weeks, both full-time and part-time hourly associates who are still unable to work are eligible for up to 26 weeks in pay. Now, the second example I'm going to talk about is McDonald's. McDonald's employees have pushed the fast food giant to bluster its paid sick leave policy in the wake of the corona epidemic. In a call on March 10, employees and members of the advocacy group Fight for the $15 called for paid sick leave as well as proper sanitation training and paid time off in the event of store closure. McDonald's spokesperson told Business Insider it's the company expectation that crew members stay home. Coronavirus on small business. First, I talk about the effect of coronavirus on companies like McDonald's and Walmart. Now I'm going to talk about effect of coronavirus on small business. So, as the coronavirus cases spread around the country, small business owners are beginning to feel early impact such as supply chain problem and lost sales. New data from National Federation of Independent Business show that the current effect may be limited but worries are big. The group found that 70% of small business say that they are not yet impacted by the pandemic, while 23% say they are being negatively affected. Just 3% report positive impact. The group polled a random sample of 300 of its 300,000 members on Tuesday and Wednesday from employers with up to 120 workers. Of those who said they will not be impacted, nearly half anticipate the outbreak to affect their business if the virus spread two or more broadly within the immediate areas over the next 3 months. L'Oreal O'Hara, founder and CEO of Olita and an all-natural and organic skincare company based in California, said she sells nationwide on Amazon and to stuff shop and beach boutiques, as well as in hotels, resorts, grocery stores, and pharmacies. The company has a large footprint in Hawaii and a growing presence in California and Florida. O'Hara has had two trade shows cancelled, costing her out of pocket cash, and Otila has also experienced shipment delays. Thank you.
Hi, I am back, Safia. So today we are going to discuss with Tamanna also, my friend, my buddy. She will tell you about the business competition, and I will tell you about how COVID-19 is affecting business, and she will tell you about the business competition. So I will tell you. Let's begin. So COVID-19 is affecting for poor people very bad, because poor people means some poor people used to come out and sell, means like on the roadside streets, on the streets. And yeah, because of this corona we have lockdown and we can't go outside, so they can't come outside and they can't sell and they can't get money and they can't eat. Yeah, so yeah, business means COVID-19 is affecting for poor people bad, and for the medical store like grocery, Lulu supermarket like that, it's like profit somewhere, because sanitizer we use, we get mask, gloves and all, and we are trying to eat vegetarian, not non-veg. Yeah, yeah, and it's affecting somewhere 43 percentage bad and 75-80 percentage profit for store medicals and this. And for the people who used to sell on streets, it's affecting bad maybe. And yes, and some jobs have stopped it, some not, means all of us in house now, no one is going out. Yeah, 19 is affecting business. Now Tamanna is going to tell you about business competition.
Hello, I am Tamanna. Today I am going to tell you about business competition. Business competition is the consent of among the companies selling similar products and are targeting the same target audience to get more sales, increase revenue, and again more market share as compared to others. So in short, this is business competition. So I am also done with this, and thank you.